Well, hey all, it's Adam. Robert in with the snipe, of course. Well, yeah, I think I got a few minutes to do some fun stuff. I've got some time. Well, I say a few minutes. I've got like some time to kill, and I've got my streaming setup now done pretty good, where I can actually just go, click, go live, have my camera set up. That way, I can quickly share things. I had some family in town, and we were at shopping. Out shopping, yeah, at the mall near Grapevine Mills Mall that's near us. They have the Bandai Gashapon store, and to be honest, it seems like a good price, but it also seems pricey. So it's one of those things where maybe every once in a while you can grab something, but it's going to cost a lot. So, for instance, $2 equals 1 token. To get the standard sort of, the Mobile Suit Ensemble, I don't think I have another one here. Gundam Gashapon stuff, that comes out to $8. And to be honest, like if you go buy a set of these, usually it's 60 to 70, so that almost comes out. Like if you were to buy the whole set, the thing is with this Gashapon store, it's like completely random. You don't know what you're gonna get. Luckily, I can already tell I got exactly the one I wanted because they have the different Gashapon series, like 3, 4, 5, whatever. They had maybe 5 of them, and one of them had one of the ones. Well, there's a few that had something I wanted, but one in particular had only one I wanted. The other ones I didn't really want because I'm really just getting UC stuff. So that's that. We're gonna open that in a second, but. I added Godzilla to the title of this, didn't I? Because I want to show you guys something I got yesterday. So, first of all, I've shown this on the stream. Or no, maybe I showed another version. So this is like the Godzilla -1 Godzilla. And I like it because it's cheap. It has articulation. It is rather, I guess, detailed. Hey, Taco and Yoshi, good to see you. The detail of this, it looks like from the movie, right? But it's just not super detailed. Anyway, I like this, but I was like, you know what? I like this design so much. I want something that better represents it. So, actually, let me turn on this light here. So I found something crazy, and I think I might have mentioned it on a stream, and that's this. Look at that. Look at how detailed, and accurate that looks to Godzilla -1. This is the Super 7 Ultimates Godzilla from Godzilla -1. Hey, Classic Quarter Gameplays, good to see you. And what's cool about this is how detailed it is, how articulated it is. Compared to this, which, again, I like these little ones. It's easier to collect and it's not used as a weapon. These spikes, yeah, you could hurt someone. When I was having to, so in the package it comes with the tail separate. When I was having to put the tail on, I was like, Now, one thing's interesting about Super 7 is I've had some Super 7 action figures before, and I like them, but overall, I don't. The quality's not there in terms of articulation, because it's got good articulation, but it tends to get very loose. It's hard to stand up figures. This being a big boy, I don't have to worry about it, falling because it's got the tail. I just realized I don't like this mold. Oh, it's not that noticeable on camera. That's good. There's a real obvious mold line right there. You can kind of see it. That's not a big deal. But anyway, yeah, this can stand up straight. In the package, the tail is separate. I had to put it on. And so the tail has, see, the tail comes off easily, which, and it's funny, there's little flakes of plastic in here that rub off from trying to get this in, which, see, it's so hard because of see, it snaps in, but then it comes off easily, and I kind of don't mind because I'm not doing much that's going to make it come off. But anyway, it's got that rotation there. The tail, it's all ball joints. There's actually quite a few. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like there's a lot. So and it's not like super articulated, but oh, that was weird. But you can kind of get a good. Now I need an Ultraman or Gamera. That might end up being my future by getting into all of these. But anyway, I just love the way this looks. Again, super articulated, even... Look, it's stuff that Godzilla wouldn't do, but maybe some stuff he would do, like looking down, looking around. Yeah, like... And then I guess the articulation, too, considering the fins on the back. You can kind of work around it. I could see myself damaging that. Anyway, isn't this just so awesome? Now, it was pricey. I want to say I spent $70, which it was on sale, and I guess I only bought it because, like, I was like, you know what? I actually haven't spent much of my fun money yet. And I already had kits I was building, so I was like, you know what? I gotta get me a Godzilla. Anyway, look at this thing. I love it. I want to sleep with it like a teddy bear, but I would end up poking my eyes out. Okay. Something I want to do is it came with an extra head, which looks awesome. There's a new variant coming out. I'm not going to buy it, though, probably, just because of how much. Where it's all the blue. It's like the charged up blast, and the mouth has the blue in it. But let's see how easy. That hurts. Ow. Dang. Oh, my gosh. Look, is it going to... That hurt. I actually cut my thumb. There, you guys can see, like, there is a little bit of blood. Wow. That's messed up. So it was probably, like, right there when I was holding it, trying to pull it up, and then I think as I pulled it, yeah, man, guys, you see, that's crazy. I gotta go to Super 7 and be like, what? You guys owe me a Godzilla. You owe me the blue version coming out. And you know what? There's a little piece here. I wonder if that was causing it to catch. But did you guys see that live? Look at this. I can't believe it. That's crazy. Anyway, luckily I got something right here. I'm going to have to clean that in a little bit. I don't want to get blood on what I'm about to do. But building Gundam model kits, not that we should be, but sometimes we're used to that. Like when it comes to using an X-Acto knife or a hobby knife. That's why I don't typically use a hobby knife. Yeah. I got to send this to Super 7. Okay. Let me attempt to put this on. Dang, maybe I shouldn't do that. It's getting bad. It's nuts. Motor nuclear kits are super sharp and pointy. Wow, yeah, I gotta... And, you know, it's funny. It's not the first time I've had an action figure do that to me. But that is crazy. Okay. Okay, I want to push this in, but I'm afraid... Ow. I might need to just stop, actually. Okay, that's on. And that looks great. Look at that. I think it's worth cutting my thumb. I just love there's so much to this that I like. I just like that it's a giant action figure, but also just thinking that someone sculpted this out to try to make it as accurate as possible, to keep it within the price point that they keep it. Yeah, look at this articulation here. It's great. Okay. Ouch, my SD Freedom has, Master Grade has super sharp horns. When I got the kit, and fins are the same like the anime. Defect? I don't know. Yeah, you know, you wonder, but you know, a lot of these things, they have the age on it, so I think that's how they get away with it. Like if it was something that kids would play with too and it was that sharp, that would probably be a bigger deal. But, man, that is crazy that I was joking about how easy I could get myself cut, and it actually happened. That's why I appreciate this guy here. These are not sharp. It didn't cut me. You could take off the mouth to put in the effect part. But no, really, at the end of the day, I love this, and I want to get some more of these ultimates. There's Super 7 ultimates. So, all right. Okay, that part is out of the way, and as we get to the next part, guys, check out Artrovo Gundam, link in the description. Use code GundamExplained78 to get free shipping on 2 items or more. It's a great deal. Because usually when I'm buying Gundam stuff, I'm buying 2 things. Like, you could even get, reworked decals with a kit. All right, the Gashapon, we're gonna open this up. So yeah, this is from the Mobile Suit Ensemble, which it's crazy because they used to have a line of them at Target, just a few of them. And then they stopped selling them, and so I'm just buying them from Japan. And it gets pricey, but now, yeah, they have the Gashapon store, but it's random. So if there's a certain one I want, usually I have to go online to get it. But I don't mind. Like, I could see myself, and I was thinking about it. Like, I could see myself doing. The code didn't work. Did you have 2 items? And yeah, if you go to the checkout with 2 items, put in the code. If it doesn't work, can you get a screenshot and send it to me? Otherwise, use the link in the description. It's automatically set up there. And then, yeah, that way I can let the guy know. So, like, if I was to get... I'm trying to think. Like, again, you have to spend $10 when you're there. Because if you... Well, unless you bring cash. But you spend the 10, you get 5 tokens. One of these costs 4 tokens. If I was to get one a week... What's up, Robert? Yeah, see if you can send me a screenshot on Discord. If you get one a week, that could be like $32, almost $40, and it's like, no, it would be 40 because of the $10 you have to spend each time, unless you save your token each time. Still, it tends to be pricey. It's like, I think it's fun as every so often, once in a while, but to have it to where it's just a store of that, I don't know. I hope it stays in business. Anyway, this is exactly the one I wanted. Because it's UC, it's from 0079. I didn't have this one yet. The Guyan. So let's build it real quick. Hopefully I don't smear blood everywhere. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. A lot of times they actually don't have the instructions, but it's kind of a general idea of how you would do it. So, yeah, let's get to it. And these are usually quick builds. They're pretty fun, too. And I'm trying to get everything from 0079. I just don't have the GM yet. That one's a little harder to get. Because sometimes I can only get them when they're in a set, and that could be 60, 70, maybe 80. Let's put the trash to the side. These 2 things here, this. Okay. Let's see how far I can go without having to look up the instructions online, because that's kind of what they advise. So I'm going to just start taking it. Interesting. The material is a little different than most. I want because this is a newer release. Or I don't know if this is a re-release, but it was from a newer line because it has the Calibarn. Robert, no, if you just try it, you don't have to purchase it just to see if you apply the code and what it says. Because if you're seeing an error, I'll be curious to see what that's about. Okay, and then this is right. Let me see something. Sometimes they have right and left, and sometimes they don't, just because it's like the same piece. See, I would have to paint that. That was the nub when it comes off. And it's what's I love these things, but you can easily mess them up if you cut them wrong because of the type of plastic it is. But also, they are pretty easy to customize. Oh, I should get it back out again. The crossbone that I put decals on and customized. Did I put decals on it too? Yeah, I painted and. I mean, you don't need to do it, but see, I think I messed that one up too. Okay, luckily it's not that noticeable. That's trash. That's there. Okay, we got. L. That's trash. This is the front. So then the back is this, or actually, try this. Sometimes I can get these without having to actually snip it. I just don't want to tear it. Okay, got those almost done. And then, interesting. This is new. Oh, and then this. Yeah, see if you get it just off a little bit, like that's like the see-through that's underneath. Any cash on my card? And it was saying 3 or more. Now let me check real quick, because if that's the case, now let me do this. Art, check out. Yeah, it doesn't seem to. Interesting. Yeah, let me tell him real quick. Let me ask him about it. Yeah, yeah. Good.
I was looking at the paper of like all the lesson things and
Yeah.
like lesson already. We are way ahead because I had
Streaming, by the way, but you can.
oh,
You can.
because I had already taught him like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So he was already able to. So
Cool.
yeah.
Good.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. Okay. Yeah, let me start putting some of this together. Little pieces go in the knee here, but and I guess it sort of covers the damage, but not exactly. Yeah, that's. I mean, I could just easily Gundam marker, make it go away, but that's the one thing about these that you got to be careful. It's very easy to mess up the plastic because it's almost like a rubber instead of a plastic. So not only did I damage my thumb, but I damaged the kit. But not really anything substantial, so not a big deal. Okay, cool. Got the head going on there. Yeah, I can kind of look at the picture and maybe figure out. This. I don't want to forget what goes to what. So Ah. Um. So there's that. Okay. Okay. Let me think. Putting these together already do a toll on my thumbs. It doesn't help that Godzilla. Yeah. Every time I'm putting pressure, I'm just pushing more of the blood out. Yeah. Something. Oh yeah. Over here. Okay. That's there. And then is that right? Okay. Okay, this is done. This is done. Ah, here we go. All right. So far, looking cool. All right. There's that. That looks cool. You know what? They actually, I think they have the red one in another pack. Maybe I'll have to check. Oh, what's up, Ian? Getting a haircut. Nice. Good to see you in here. Yeah, it's just a quick little stream. Okay. So the other parts to this. Getting lunch and preparing for sacrament with my family. That's cool, Robert. Sounds like a cool Sunday. Yeah, actually, in a little bit, we're gonna go see that movie Red One. There's like an advanced screening of it. You know, Chris Evans and The Rock. That should be cool. All right. So with this, the pop that in. Okay. All right, looking cool. Actually, let me zoom in just a little bit. Looking cool. I guess I could pop the head on too. Here we go, getting closer. Got the backpack. All right. Looking good. Oh. And sometimes I'll get them in the wrong direction or whatever, and I gotta mess with it a little bit. Because again, so these instructions it comes with are not for the kit. This is kind of like general, and sometimes they're different. Sometimes they're similar. Oh yeah, the parts can fly off. Yeah, even there's been so many times where like there's little antennas like on the crossbone, and then I'll just notice an antenna's missing. And I'm like, oh god, how am I going to get that back? And then I end up finding it. But yeah, and no, this is an SD. This is the Mobile Suit Ensemble, which they're kind of SD proportioned anyway, but just a little bigger to have full articulation, like in the elbows and the knees and all that. It's like I like it just because I like it better than SD. Okay, so here's that's interesting. So it's like, is this like two pieces I put together? I almost wonder why. What? Why not just one piece and it has two? That's interesting. Okay, there's that. And then the handle. Strangely, not uh, colored. Like I would need to paint that. All right, cool. There's that. Look at this. We're almost done. Okay. Okay, and then he can either hold the shield, or it looks like there's a connector piece for it to go on the side, but I'll just have him hold it. All right, there we go. So there's other pieces here. see what they do. Because I've got this looks new to me. I don't know if it's for some sort of connector piece for the because there's a stand here we're going to put together too. So I don't know if this is like an extended stand thing or some other thing I don't know about. And let's see, again, instructions don't always have that information on here. Okay. All right, here's the stand. Do I even have that on right? Yeah, I see your comments. Yeah, no, I was just saying it's not SD, it's Mobile Suit Ensemble. Yeah, very interesting how like that the beam saber's like two pieces. Okay, next is this interesting thing. How there's I know what this piece goes to. Let me look it up. Interesting. So they have a tutorial video. Gundam Info does, but none of it explains what these pieces do. Interesting. So let's look. This looks like a stand. Anyway, and then I wonder if that's like to hold up the shield or something. And then there's two different sizes. Actually, let me try something. Yeah, it almost seems like that's the point, which is actually a neat idea. They just don't normally have that extra stuff. And then I guess maybe two different sizes. I guess if he's on the stand or not on the stand. Yeah, because that fits right on there. So that's interesting. If I turn this around so he has it forward as if he's going to fire the missiles. And then, yeah, I guess that's kind of the point with that. So there we go. That was the Guyane Mobile Suit Ensemble. Yeah, this also had the Calibarn, which I wouldn't mind if I got it, but don't really care. Immortal Justice Gundam, again, kind of don't care. And then it has the expansion set for the... One for sure is Immortal Justice. The other one could also be Immortal Justice, but also mixed with Calibarn stuff. I don't know. But really, from this, all I wanted was the Guyane. Just because I'm collecting stuff from UC, so... So anyway, yeah, that does it. I just built that, and I'm guessing that's what this thing does here. Just kind of use it as a stand, which is neat. It's a neat concept because when these mobile suits are holding big things, for this scale, you don't normally get something like that. So, pretty neat. Okay, guys, well, that's about it. Thanks for joining. And again, a little recap where I got some battle damage from trying to put this different head on this Godzilla. I'll never do that again. Like, we still see I'm bleeding, which is insane. Yeah, we built this, which was a lot of fun. So, yeah, until next time, guys, have a good rest of the weekend.